You're listening to the Smash Bros. Cast, episode 22. I'm your host, N64 Josh. My player 2 and sparring partner is NightCrawlr. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
It's
I'm
going.
unmuted this time.
Yeah, good job, buddy. Good job.
I know.
Yeah. All right.
Third time's a charm.
Hey, before we get too far into this thing, first off, we do the show live on twitch.tv/N64Josh on Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I want to say what's up to Pudding, the Nintendame, Hyrulean Julian, D Senpai, Kirby Geek, Benji, PSVG, anybody else that's just chilling. Yickum, I think I saw you early on, buddy. There we go. Guys, thank you. If you're here live, we appreciate it. If you're just lurking, we appreciate it. If you want to get yourself a free book from Audible, you can go to audibletrial.com/SBC. There you can get something like Console Wars or Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, both good video game audiobooks. I highly recommend. That's audibletrial.com/SBC. The gaming chair that I use for all my streaming, gaming, writing, everything. OP Seat. You go to n64josh.com/OPSeat. You'll automatically save $10 at checkout. And right now they have a back to school sale going on. So go check it out. That's n64josh.com/OPSeat. That's the ads. That's everything. It's time to get to the countdown. How many days until Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
All right, today is, I didn't update the actual date on here. Today is August 17th. I will update that in our show notes so everyone knows when this was. And we are down to 111 days until Smash Ultimate.
I can't believe it. It's getting so close. So close.
We're getting there.
No,
I just really want that bundle that was announced for the EU to be announced for the US so I can get that pre-order in. Yeah. That's what I want.
Well, I wanted limited edition Mario Kart, but guess what? It never showed up.
Oh, no. What? Well, no, you got the Steelbook at least.
I know. But Europe got better stuff than we did. It just happens sometimes. I hope it's not the case, but we had a Smash Direct and they didn't tell us about it, so
that's true.
We'll see. So, this last week, we had Super Smash Con, which we were able to check out a few of the streams. I didn't get to see much. It's been a busy week for me. But why don't you tell us about the Wii U winners and what you saw, what you liked?
All right, so we'll go down the rundown. We have the top 5 here for Wii U. First place was MKLeo, and he used Cloud, Marth, and Bayo. I did see one of the games he played with Bayo, and it was dirty. Second was Samsora. He used Peach and Rosalina. Third was Tweek, using Bayo and Cloud. Fourth was Cosmos, using my girl Corrin. And fifth was Nairo, using Zero Suit Samus. And so I watched a little bit of this. I didn't see the grand finals for this for Wii U. I did see it for MeleeＡ, but I did see a little bit of the bracket kind of going through. I saw some of the winners bracket, some of the losers bracket kind of working their way back up to that. I think the games that I had the most fun watching were watching Cosmos play, just because I'm a little biased, I guess, liking to watch Corrin high level gameplay. But I think that was Cosmos is ranked, I think, 7th in the world right now in Wii U, and Nairo, I think, is 3rd or 4th, I think, in the world. So that was a little bit of an upset, and just watching that game, that was a really good game, and they both fought down in the loser bracket, so that was good to watch. Did you see any of the Wii U stuff?
I didn't catch the Wii U stuff. I saw the MeleeＡ stuff. I want to make sure, are we pronouncing his name right? Is it Nairo? Nero, kind of, or is it
Nairo? I'm pretty sure it's Nairo.
Okay, somebody tweet at us, please, because I feel like I've heard it pronounced a few different ways, and I don't want to be saying it wrong because I say enough things wrong already. So somebody let us know, because we don't want to say his name wrong. So for MeleeA, we got Armada at number 1, Peach and Fox. Second was Mewtwo King, Marth, Fox, and Sheik. Third, Hungrybox Jigglypuff. PewPewU, 4th with Marth, and 5th was Army with Ice Climbers. But are they called Ice Climbers in Smash, or are they called Ice Climber in Smash? Because the game they're from is just Ice Climber. Just want to throw that out there. So,
well, I don't know. Is that a chicken and egg question?
Maybe. Somebody tweet at us. So I did catch some of this. The fights were intense, like as usual, right? Like they never disappoint. They never seem to disappoint. And I don't know, what did you caught some of this too, right?
So I saw some of leading up to Grand Finals, but I did see all of Grand Finals. I think that was on Sunday afternoon, I believe, last weekend. And Mewtwo King reset the bracket, so they went 5 full games in the first go round. Mewtwo King came out of losers, so he had to win twice, pretty much. Armada had not lost, so Mewtwo King reset the bracket. They went to a 5th game a second time, so they had 10 games, and it was intense the entire way through. And I'm pretty sure, I can go double check, but I'm pretty sure that Mewtwo King stuck with Marth all 10 games, and Armada stuck with Peach all 10 games, and it was really entertaining to watch.
Yeah, the back and forth at some point, so it's just like the announcers going crazy, like they were good matches. They were good matches, and before the finals started, Hungrybox got on Twitter and was not happy. He was not happy. He put a tweet out there. I don't even know if it's still there. But he was having some people kind of give him some flack about checking his watch, I guess, during the fight or in between rounds.
Yeah, was it with his fight? It was while he was fighting Mewtwo King, right? I think it was in losers. Then they were probably fighting.
Yeah. So this is from the subreddit here. So again, take it with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure it's accurate. It says basically HBox was checking his watch versus Mewtwo King in losers finals because he had a flight to catch. Hugs and Leffen ripped on him for it without knowing about the flight, and HBox had a meltdown on Twitter afterwards. So, the stress that these guys are under, the like, even looking at the payouts for these kind of things and whatnot, like there's this isn't like some big time world champion stuff, right? Like, I mean, he probably didn't want to have to, pay to have that flight changed, whatever the case may be. And it's just unfortunate to see that kind of stuff happen where he has to get so frustrated. Like, I'm new to this whole scene. I'm new to these guys. I follow most of them on Twitter. I get to see some of their tweets here and there. Some of them are just goofballs. You can just tell. Some of them are pretty intense. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, when I read the tweet and then saw the responses, there was so much negativity and so much just quit. Why don't you just quit? It's like, come on, he's worked really hard to get where he's at, like really hard. So anyway,
they don't deserve that.
No, he seems like a pretty good dude. So hopefully everything works out for him, and we wish him the best.
But the internet's all sunshine and rainbows, isn't it?
Oh, no, it could use a little more sunshine. And D Senpai from chat saying that's HBox is a lot better now, but he used to be a very negative person a few years ago.
I mean, who wasn't a very negative person in their youth, especially when it comes to video games? I mean, I think we all have blemishes there a little bit, maybe.
Oh, not me. So moving right along, the Smash blog has been updated. We had the massive info dump from a couple from the direct, right? And that's all we kind of talked about last week, which we talked about at length. And now They've gotten back on the daily updates. So we're gonna check out the updates. So the first thing, we're going all the way back to 8.8. Okay, and some of this is recapping the direct. There's a little more info about the fighters and their styles. So we're gonna just touch on each thing briefly and then kind of chat about it. So 8.8 2018. You can now listen to Bloody Tears, Monster Dance. These are on the day and night theme songs for from Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. This arrangement is by Mikio Naruki. Hopefully I said it right. It says enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and click the button here, and we are going to check out Bloody Tears and Monster Dance. Here it is. Maybe. Dude, I'm such a sucker for harmonizing guitars. Like,
you look like you're having a good time. I still, I just go with the flow. But I'll have to go back and listen to. I was just kind of going through the website and made sure I clicked on the music. That looks like all 12. I know that they had mentioned this, I think, in the direct, that you could go and listen to all the music, but they have, I think, all 12 pieces of music that have been featured so far in the blog updates are available if you go to the supersmashbros.com website and then click on music. They're all there to be listened to. So if anybody wants to go back and listen to anything they've already revealed, and then it looks like they do have a 13th one, which is just the main theme you can listen to as well. So I think that's just going to be expanded upon as we get closer to launch. But I have to go back and listen to it there because I don't get to listen to it here while we're live.
Boo hoo hoo. So next on the list is number 66, Simon Belmont. He's the man, the myth, and the legend from Castlevania. He used his Holy Whip, Vampire Killer, to perform a smash attack with long reach. He also uses projectiles like an axe, holy water, and cross. Is he going to be your new main? That's what I want to know.
He looks really fun. I'm excited to try him out. I did see, I think, a comparison or side by side that was them standing an appropriate distance away from each other, I guess, for Simon. But Corrin right now is, I think, currently in the current iteration of the game, the longest reach with her pike. And they showed Corrin's attack and it didn't hit Simon. And then the next frame was a still of Simon with his whip, and it was taking care of Corrin a little bit there. So he is going to be, I think, the longest reach character in the game. So it'll be interesting, but I think he's going to be a little bit slower, or there's going to be kind of a little bit of a delay in kind of how you can react after you do those moves to kind of balance that out a little bit.
I'm wondering if his whip doesn't, and we haven't seen anything confirming this, but as much as Nintendo loves Sakurai loves the details of these old games, like they could almost have his whip start short and then increase in size over the match. I'm I'm doubting that'll be the case because it would be pretty tough to be able to consistently do your combos. You don't only have to figure out your percentages.
I guess the only way to make that feasible would be tie it to damage. As his damage goes up, then the whip maybe gets longer.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. We didn't see that anyway. But as I've been playing through the first Castlevania, like you get whip upgrades all the way through, all the way through the game. So next up we have King K Rool. Something that's kind of cool about this, like we saw one of the guys from Rare tweet out pictures like concept art and the original name and just some of the goofy stuff. And he even said, I think he said something along the lines of, I would have put a little more time into his design had I known he would have ended up in this game, So it's just kind of funny. So with long distance special moves like the blunderbuss and counter moves like stomach attack, he's a versatile fighter. His final smash, Blastomatic, was apparently a weapon created to destroy DK Island.
He finally gets to do it.
Finally, after all these years. Finally. So kind of cool. If you want to check out, each of these guys have a video on the blog, so you can check out just their gameplay. Next, we have Richter from the Castlevania series joins the battle as Simon's Echo Fighter. His basic attacks are the same as Simon, but with subtle variation. In addition to that, his holy water is a different color. So there you go.
Attention to detail.
That's right.
Their walks are different as well.
That's right. A few other things to point out too, like I believe it was a friend on Twitter named Stealth posted a picture side by side of Simon Belmont doing his final smash and the first Castlevania game, and he's in the exact same stance. So pretty interesting. Pokemon. Gotta have a Pokemon each week. Abra.
What's his? Oh, I was gonna say, what's his fun Josh name?
Oh, what's his? I may just call him Two Toes because that's all he's got is two toes. So I don't know, but I think Abra's his real name there. Will ensnare a nearby fighter and teleport them to a random position or even off the stage. So look out. So that's
that I think that was featured in the direct a little bit. I think one time Abra grabbed him and took him right to a black hole as well. So, but I think that had already been on the stage. But chaos can ensue, I'm sure.
With items, it's all it is chaos the entire time, which can still be very fun. For 8:14, we have more music, and this is from Donkey Kong Country. Okay, so it's arranged by Ace. This remix even includes a rap. So sorry you can't hear this, Crawler, but here we go. We're going to listen to Gangplank Galleon. Here we go. There we go. That was epic. And the trumpets, like the trumpets. So Plucky from chat was like, these trumpets are hype. They really were. They really were. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, all right. Moving right along. Let's see here. Next up, we have Draculas Castle. On this stage, various characters from throughout the series will appear as guests, and you can get items by breaking the candles, including new and classic tunes. This stage has 34 total tracks to listen to. Wow. 34 total tracks.
I think they might be a little fans of Castlevania.
You think? Okay, the protagonist from Fire Emblem Awakening joins the battle as Roy's Echo Fighter. It's number 25, Chrom. His final smash is Awakening Ether? I don't even know. I don't know how to say all these. I don't play Fire Emblem other than on my phone.
Nintendo name is going to jump all over you.
I know she is. Let's see. Like Aether, I'm not sure. The original game, his move has Chrom charge toward his opponent, slashing with his sword. I don't think she's in the chat right now to yell at me, so
I'm sure you'll hear about it later.
I know I will. Next character up, Dark Samus. Dark Samus joins the battle as Samus's Echo Fighter. With floatier movement, it's a little different from Samus, and it doesn't roll when dodging or jumping. If you look closely, you can see that its bombs and missiles look different too. So there you go. You're gonna be
gonna be weird feeling that with just the different physics of that. Probably is gonna be
for sure
something to get used to.
Yeah. So the last little bit, I don't know. Did we talk about it? Did we talk about it much last week? I'm not sure. The possible spirit mode that's in the game.
We didn't. I think you talked about it on
my other podcasts. So. Yep. What do you think about all this? For those of you guys that haven't heard, basically they're saying somebody on Twitter tried to defuzz the menu, and because Luigi had his soul ripped from him, Mega Man, Mario, King Dedede, Luigi, and is that it? Is it just the four so far?
So far, I think, yeah.
Have basically been killed in the trailers.
It's a little dark.
And so they're saying that, hey, if you defuzz this thing, it looks like it says spirits, and maybe this is possibly the single player mode where we have to go, and as you resurrect the characters, then they become playable. Mario is automatically playable, so I'm not sure if that really, he's playable right off the bat.
Yeah.
What do you think of this? I mean, would that be?
Yeah, let's get an interesting. I didn't spend a lot of time with Brawl when it was in its heyday, so I didn't play a lot of Subspace Emissary. But anything, just I want to enjoy everything that this game has to offer. So if we can get more modes, more ways to play, more fun things to do, more ways to experience it, if we get a way that you need to play, I'm kind of thinking like Fortnite right now, where daily challenges are you do kills with this weapon. So for Smash, let's have challenges where you have to do stuff with said character. If we can have fun ways to, I don't like always being told how to play, but if it's something that kind of organically happened because how you're playing it, then yeah, let's have fun and have more modes and more ways to play. I'm all for it.
Yeah, my gut feeling is that we're not going to see something just tacked on. That if they're either going to go really this is going to be, again, just my opinion, this is going to be a killer single player experience, maybe nothing we've ever experienced in Smash, or this isn't going to be much of anything at all. That's kind of where I'm at. Because we've already seen they're doing classic mode, right? And they've already mentioned that there's bosses in the game, right? Some kind of boss fights. And so yep. And Plucky from chat saying the same thing right now. Remember how they showed? I'm reading from chat. Remember how they showed the dragon from Monster Hunter, and they said it might be a boss. So I feel like it can be like a story mode where he shows up, or maybe the classic mode. We can only hope it's like Subspace. So that's the thing. Classic mode had bosses on the original 64. They were just giant versions of, I remember fighting a giant Donkey Kong the last time I played that mode, So we still,
and are we going to go against Master Hand and stuff again? I mean, I'm sure we will.
More than likely we will. So it's, we'll have to see, but
I'm sure we're going to get another direct. They were like, we're not ready to show this yet. So I'm sure we will get another direct.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's not like near the end of November, mid to end November, like one last, like after Pokemon launches, then we have one more like short direct for Smash. And that's kind of the final blow before the game drops. So
get those kids hyped up to bother their parents
one more time. I'm sure you got most of the shopping done, but you got to go get one more thing. So
but can you imagine being a kid and not getting to play that for 3 weeks?
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it at all. It's terrible. So as far as some talking points, we didn't really talk much about it, but the training room is really going to be an awesome feature in the next game. Like, it's going to make for some killer YouTube videos to be able to break down percentages and the way the damage you do at this percentage, and the trajectory of the way people fly when you hit them based on where their health is at. Like, this is all, it's pretty good stuff, because there's YouTubers out there that will like go over this stuff with a fine-tooth comb, and we're going to get some of the best tips and tricks available. Like, I have no doubt in my mind. Like, it almost surprises me that they put this in, because this is almost like, here you go, YouTubers, this is for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it seems like. It's like, Nintendo's not always been the most friendly with YouTubers as far as the way they do their monetizing and stuff. This mode alone is almost, they could have just called it for YouTubers. I mean, it's
/ for Nintendo to monetize.
Yeah, maybe. So, Plucky saying it's definitely going to be easier to find true combos. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an incredible mode. And
I mean, go ahead, sir.
No, you finished. Yeah, go for it.
Well, the biggest thing, like talking about the 3 different trajectories that we saw in the direct, all I could really think about was, I think it was right after E3 in the treehouse when Zero was kind of breaking down how he plays, and he pretty much talked about like early damage, getting him to a certain percentage, and then he knows he can go from there to trying to take them off stage, and then he builds up their damage a little bit more, and then he gets to a guaranteed kill damage. Like, he's looking for these milestones in their damage percentages to adjust kind of his 3 stages of working to kill you, pretty much. And so this training room can really just work on, you can adapt to how you play in those different, that morphing stage of how you play Smash.
Yeah, I'm really hyped. I'm very, very hyped. So next thing you have on the list here is 8-man Smash on all 103 stages. How is that? Were we limited on the stages you could use in on the Wii U?
Oh yeah, I think there was like 3 or 4.
Oh, it's pretty small.
Yeah, and then it didn't exist on any of the stages that were. I mean, it didn't exist in Smash for 3DS. So all of those stages that are coming over from that version, which I'm excited about, like the Kirby Dreamland Game Boy filter stage that was only on 3DS. I'm excited for that one. But yeah, like 103 stages, and that's all that we've seen so far. So I know we're probably going to get more stages, but it seemed from what they've said, all the stages that are available are going to support 8-man Smash.
8-man
So
Smash is going to be nuts.
Play how you want, pretty much.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Let's talk. Let's talk controllers for a minute here. What's your plan? Are you gonna mainly play docked all the time, all GameCube? That's it. You're showing off your.
That's the old one. I have 2 new ones pre-ordered. I'll cancel one if the special Ultimate Edition comes. But I'm probably gonna leave one in the box. Maybe, I don't know. Pull a Josh.
So, but you're planning on just strictly playing GameCube? Like you probably won't play much.
I mean, I have my Pro controller is for down here where I have 2 docks in my house. So I've one up on my main TV, which I don't play on as much now. But if I do have friends over, or I take a dock somewhere to a friend's house or something like that, then my plan right now is I do have a second. I have my original Wii U adapter that's plugged into my Wii U right now, and my plan, I guess, when my Wii U goes in a storage bin, is to put one dock on my Switch and one adapter on my Switch and one adapter upstairs, so that I can play kind of anywhere, or have a travel kind of set if I want to go somewhere. But the plan, I think, is I have a second GameCube controller that I've had since I got my Wii, since I didn't own a GameCube. I bought GameCube controllers when I got a Wii so I could play GameCube games. But yeah, I mean, I think that's my main plan. But I think that the Pro controller will be a definite viable option. I mean, the layout is comfortable in your hand. It's the button layout is good. That the second stick is right there where the C stick is. So I think it'll function the same way. So I don't think it's absolutely necessary for anyone if they don't have a GameCube controller or don't want to play with a GameCube controller, that the Pro controller is perfectly viable. But I don't know how. I'm definitely excited to be able to play this game in handheld, but I don't know how much I'm excited for the Joy-Con kind of button layout and just how small the buttons are and how short the sticks are as well. How about you?
I'm just hoping there's an adapter so I can use the Wii remote, honestly, sideways. That's what I'm really hoping. I mean, Plucky from chat there says that's how Real Man plays Smash. So
let's say how many people have this one with a USB? Can you use that still?
Maybe? The 64 controller. I mean, here's the thing. The Pro controller is an amazing controller. The button layout is good, like you said. The sticks are in good places. It has the extra bumper compared to the GameCube controller. So those are all pluses, right?
Yeah, this game is mappable too, so you can probably find a purpose for that second bumper.
Here's something to think about. If you plan on playing handheld a lot, it may be worth your time to play with the Joy-Con grip. Because then you're used to the same configuration, whether you're docked or handheld. You know, I found jumping back and forth between Mario Tennis that I actually preferred playing with the Joy-Con grip. It was the first game that I had that happen, but I did end up preferring it. Those sticks are really short though. You know, so it may just be one of those things like, you know what? I've been used to playing my GameCube controller on the Wii U and still having the option to play portably on the go with a DS, which is, you know, the button layout is very similar to the to modern controllers, whereas the GameCube has the giant green A button in the center. Yep. And we've still been fine. Where I'm really wondering is like, is it going to be GameCube controller or Pro controller? Like, and I'm gonna test each extensively. You know, I want to see. It would feel weird not using a GameCube controller.
I think at this point, for anyone that has played, I mean, I think the exception is Brawl players, I guess, that started on Brawl and maybe used a nunchuck or the Wiimote sideways. That they're kind of comfortable with anything, and they might just adapt to Joy-Con grip or Pro controller. But anyone that I think progressed from 64 to GameCube and kind of on throughout, Nintendo has made a point to support that controller and still continues to. I mean, they're manufacturing brand new GameCube controllers for this.
Right.
So they view that, I guess, as a very viable option for it as well.
Well, the thing is, the one benefit that it has is the way the sticks are housed. You hit an angle and you know exactly that it puts you right at the perfect angle.
Yeah, eight directions, all with their own. I mean, you looking at the controller right now, and you can see the octagon around it. It's got those hard points for you to land on.
Yeah, so even though it doesn't have that other bumper, it still may be the best option. And Super Nintendo from the chat says, I would want the Wavebird over the regular GameCube controller. Well,
is that just for convenience to be further away from your TV, or is that? I mean, I wouldn't want that for input lag, but I don't know if that's going to make a difference in my play style. But
there is that. So, tell me about how this week went with your games, and I kind of want to give a shout out to a bunch of the new people that have joined the Discord and have been getting matches going. Like, I know a lot of you just found the show last week. I've heard a few different people say they've listened to every episode in like 2 days, and I'm like, that can't be good for your health. But welcome in, guys. Thanks for listening. And if you're not a part of the Discord, you can go to n64josh.com/discord and find some people to play with, whether it's on Wii U or 3DS. But I know Crawler was able to get some games this last week. How'd they go?
Yeah, we jumped in. I'm trying to think what night it was. It was either Monday or Tuesday night, probably. But yeah, we've had a good influx, like you were saying, into the Discord of people that were coming in saying they found the Smash Bros. Cast, and they were surprised to learn that you have other podcasts as well, Josh. So we turned them onto that. But yeah, it was good games. Just coming in, let us know what your Wii U friend. I don't even know what it's called. It's like network ID, whatever you named your GameCube. I guess it's or not GameCube. Sorry, Wii U. Whatever that name is, so we can find each other and become friends, so we can get going. But we had a good community of people here. I'm trying to think. We played a few games, I think, just that one night. I tried to get on the other night during my stream, and my Wii U forgot my Wi-Fi password, and I was having trouble, so I just didn't want to do it on stream. But I did get it up and going, so we can get some games going. And if anybody's here wants to play, but just let us know. I think I exchanged 3DS codes with a few new people in there. I need to take out Samus Returns and put in Smash again and get that going. But we got people here, and it's not just us two. We got plenty of people in the Discord that are much better than us, and they're good sparring partners. Find a sparring partner just like Josh and I do. And we have fun sometimes where if there's 4 of us in there, we're doing team attack doubles, and that adds to that extra layer of chaos where your teammate might smash you. And
I wouldn't know anything about that, Crawler.
Yeah. I think there's clips somewhere of that, but yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people here. It's not just us, and I think we're all just super hyped for Ultimate coming out, and we want to get better.
No, and it's the whole point of this show is that we can all be improving as a community. And so there's all different levels. Like there's people as bad as us, and then there's people that are really good. And so at the end of the day, we want to have fun. We want to learn, and it's a good place to come and do that. So far, we haven't really had any bad eggs. Everybody's been pretty chill, and we're just learning the ins and outs of Smash and being able to, it's really helpful to play against somebody who maybe mains the same character as you, and they can go, if you tried doing this, you might not end up in that position all the time. So,
I know one of our new guys, I think his name's Master of Link. Mm-hmm. He and Mr. Cool Red Luigi both main Link, and I think they were fighting each other the other night. I saw them talking in Discord. So
yeah, and I love seeing that. I love seeing that this show is now bringing people together to be able to practice and get better, and it helps the 111 days seem a little shorter, So, and the other thing too, guys, is after we record this show live, we then stream for about another half hour to an hour playing Smash, and so if you're ever here and you want to be able to play with us on a Tuesday afternoon, just jump into the live stream and we'll get some games. So I think that's going to wrap this one up, buddy. Where can people find you online?
You guys can find me on Twitter, NightCrawlr724. NightCrawlr's without the E. Also on Twitch, if I can get my Wii U to work sometimes when I'm streaming. Otherwise, I'm playing Switch or I got a PlayStation 4 now and Xbox, everything. So come check me out at twitch.tv/NightCrawlr724. And then, like we've been talking about, come hang out in the Discord, find some new friends, find some sparring partners. Let's get online and have some fun.
That is right. You guys can be able to follow me on Twitter at N64Josh. You can follow this show at Smash Bros. Cast. The music you're hearing right now is the Metal Melee theme. You can check out the full video at n64josh.com/metalmelee. Remember to get yourself a free book from Audible by going to audibletrial.com/SBC. The chair I'm sitting in from OP Seat, go to n64josh.com/OP Seat. You can automatically save $10 at checkout, and they are currently having a back-to-school sale. The show notes for this episode will be found at n64josh.com/SBC22. Again, come hang out in the Discord. n64josh.com/Discord is how you do that. And if you guys have a second, you can rate and review on iTunes. We'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you in the next episode.